Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, sponsored today by the Pillsbury family of Washington, D.C., who'd like to wish a happy birthday and happy last day of school to Harrison and Ford. Your mom and dad are so proud of everything you've accomplished in school and out, including Harrison's commitment to soccer, swim, and ballet, and Ford's success in lacrosse, hockey, and football. I'm Kim. Today is Thursday, June 6th, 2024, and we begin with the world pausing to honor the 80th anniversary of one of the most consequential days in World War II history. June 6th, or D-Day, is the day Allied troops landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, to begin the freeing of Europe from Nazi Germany. President Biden is in France today to commemorate the anniversary and will deliver remarks on freedom and democracy in Germany tomorrow. He and First Lady Jill Biden will also attend a state dinner in Paris at the invitation of French President Emmanuel Macron. Over the weekend, more than 60 World War II veterans flew to Paris for the D-Day commemoration, one that organizers believe could be among the last involving living veterans. The third time was the charm for the Starliner. After two failed attempts, the Boeing-built spacecraft launched yesterday. It's the Starliner's first flight with NASA astronauts on board, and was hailed as an additional option for NASA to fly crews to and from the International Space Station. According to the New York Times, the 15-foot-wide capsule is scheduled to dock at the space station just after noon Eastern Time today. The two astronauts will not be able to transmit any video of their flight until that happens. The Starliner is scheduled to stay until June 14th, and possibly longer depending on the weather at the landing site. Some of basketball's biggest names face off tonight as the Boston Celtics take on the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. The 7-game series matches Dallas's Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving against Boston's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Game 1 tips off in Boston at 8:30 Eastern tonight. NBA great Steph Curry will also assume a starring role this week, but this time off the court. Curry is the lead in a sitcom currently filming in the San Francisco Bay Area. According to Axios, the show follows a memorabilia dealer who falls on hard times and turns to his 6th-grade teammate, played by Curry, for help. Originally called Mr. Throwback, the Peacock series is set to premiere this summer, with a new name and trailer expected to drop in the next few weeks. A prison in Brazil is turning to some feathered friends to keep tabs on their inmates. 9 so-called geese agents now patrol the high-security prison in São Pedro de Alcântara, and according to the Wall Street Journal, are surprisingly intimidating, charging and honking at anyone who dare confront them. The prison's director says the geese are better than their canine predecessors, who napped too much, ate fancy dog food, and racked up a small fortune in vet bills. Prison officers came up with the idea when they were cornered by angry geese at a barbecue. They can't be bribed, say the officers. While dogs may be won over with a juicy steak, and prison guards with a wad of cash, it's impossible to befriend a goose. They hate everyone. Still ahead, a Bandaid in tune with your wound. But first, the Meyer family of Chicago, Illinois has a lot to celebrate. First, Mom and Dad want to wish a happy 9th golden birthday to their energetic, compassionate girl, Addie. And since it's the last day of school, they're sending a congratulatory shout-out to both Addie and her sister, Etta. Have a great day, girls. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. Why are President Biden and more than 60 World War II veterans in France today? To commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day. How long will Boeing's Starliner remain at the International Space Station? At least until June 14th. What new guards are patrolling the grounds at a Brazilian prison? Geese. Which two teams are facing off in the NBA Finals? The Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. In today's Kid News Kicker, we have smartphones, smart watches, and smart tablets, and we may soon have smart Bandaids. Engineers at Caltech have created a bandage that sends data from a wound to a nearby computer or app for review by a medical professional. That person then directs the bandage to deliver an antibiotic or other medication stored inside it to the wound site. The findings were published in the journal Science Advances. The authors say that targeted treatment from smart Bandaids can provide relief and save money, especially for people with diabetes and other chronic ailments that keep wounds from healing on their own. No word yet on if or when they might be approved for use. Thanks again to our two sponsors, the Pillsbury family of Washington, D.C., for underwriting today's episode. Happy birthday and happy last day of school to Harrison and Ford Pillsbury. We hope you have a great day celebrating. And much appreciation to the Meyer family of Chicago, who underwrote our quiz. Happy birthday, Addie, and happy last day of school, Addie and Etta. And shout-outs to their teachers, Mrs. Hart, Mrs. Krupski, and Mrs. Ekaloff at Catherine Cook School. And hellos to our other Kid News classrooms, to Pennsylvania for Ms. Dillon's rocking class at Roslyn School in Abington and Ms. Trott's Panthers at Pfeiffer Burley in Erie. Mrs. Evangelista's Knights and Explorers at Shape in Mons, Belgium. And Mrs. Hager's Cheetahs at Charter School of Morgan Hill in Morgan Hill, California. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share Kid News with all your friends and family. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.